Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today we are taking care of our level 45 Bard quest. Hello there, Jahantel. How is it going today? Jahantel is sent to sing for you the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool. And we're going to learn Reign of Death alongside it, which shares a recast timer with Bloodletter. We have our AoE equivalent of Bloodletter coming up finally. Welcome back, Satora. By your tranquil countenance, it is plain that both your body and soul are in readiness for the next stage of your journey. Very well, the time is ripe that I teach you the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool. The song tells a tale of an archer of the God's Quiver whose peerless skill was surpassed only by his hubris. Alas, that hubris led to the annihilation of his entire regiment at the battle which has come to be called the Massacre of Griffin Crossing. Ahem. Standing guard in dead of night, an archer wearying of the sight, drunk on pride and starved of glory, forsook his post to claim victory. Wait, oh dear, that is a forced one. Victory? That's how you want? Okay, moving on. 10 score yalms had the archer crept, when shrieks rang out whence his comrade slept. For he was not there to see the knives, nor to ring the bell and save friends' lives. Tell me, Satora, what lessons can we learn from this tale? Ah, but hold that thought. What your tongue claims to understand interests me not. As before, I'd sooner have you demonstrate the fruits of your learning with bow in hand. This time, however, you shall have the pleasure of my company. I would have you escort me to the Gilmora ruins in North Shroud. It is there that some few fallen of from the Massacre of Griffin Crossing have been laid to rest. Pray honor this place of remembrance with a bouquet of lilies. Heed me, O puissant Ulthik. Cast thee back the reins to the firmament, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Alright, Jahantel's coming with us. I suppose we'll be meeting him there. But on our way, before we get going out to the North Shroud, actually, we're going to be mixing in some hunting logs as we do the quest, as we did for White Mage. It'll just make it easier, especially since we're doing double hunting log to catch up since we skipped it last time we did job quests. Which I am kind of regretting, but oh well. It's not the worst thing in the world. So our first hunting log entries are going to take us down to this tunnel in the southeast, where we have lesser Kalungs that we can fight. So let's go ahead and take care of them. How many do we need for this hunting log entry? I want to say 4, maybe 5? Let's see. I'm seeing 5. All right then. Looks like I already may have nicked one off screen when I was doing material grinding. Alright then, I will meet you at our next destination, likely North Shroud, once we have done this. Alright, we're coming up on the Gilmora ruins, just to the northeast of Fallgourd Float here in the North Shroud. And this is where we are going to lay the Nymea lilies. Alright, real quick, we have a duty coming up, so let's see. We've got our potion out and ready. So what food do we want to consume? Ideally something with dexterity. Let's see. Oh right, hang on, dexterity is one of those stats you can't actually improve through food, which I think is a little bit ridiculous. In that case, determination, vitality, direct hit rate's pretty good. Skill speed. Let's do the grilled rain collar. That'll be the food we eat. Oh god, this Fate music. It's good music, but like, it's glaring when I'm trying to do other things. The enemy van? No, I cannot. Why? Why do I still draw breath? That's a sin of the past would beget another. Forgive me, Satora. Jahantel, what happened to you? Alright. Don't worry about it, Jahantel. We will do our best to fend off these Ixal. We've got, what, 3 Ixal and their wolves to support? I'm sure we can take care of it. In fact, let's switch over to our AoE since they're all clustered together. Oh! As you have doubtless noticed, I am no longer capable of wielding a bow. I, whom they call the God Bow. I had hoped that the years would take the edge off the memories, but I hoped in vain. Absolution does not come so easily. Heed me well, Satora, for I shall reveal all to you. The man sung of in the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool, whose hubris doomed an entire regiment. He and I are one and the same. Being no stranger to the bow, you will know that the archer's role in battle is that of support. His charge is to thin out the enemy line that his comrades might gain ground in the field of battle. By that most basic of criteria, I was unfit to hold a bow from the first. In my pride and lust for glory, I sent countless souls to a bloody grave. Good men and women all, with loved ones and bright futures awaiting them. I lost the will to live that day, becoming an empty husk of a man, tormented in sleep and wakefulness both by the memories of my crime. But the gods were not without mercy. They gifted me with song that I might find a measure of solace in my wretched existence. A new melody resounds within you, I see. Though this outing was rather far departed from what I had in mind, that it still bore fruit gives me comfort. On that note, let us conclude the lesson. I dare say I have no cause to worry that you will repeat the self-same mistake as the Vainglorious Fool. Satora, I would be alone for a while. Take yourself back to camp. I shall make my own way there presently. Did not remember that they used chiaroscuro so early in the game. There will come a point in the main story, long time from here, when the cutscene team gets really obsessed with chiaroscuro as an artistic strategy. It's a little overbearing, if really interesting in the ways they use it. It's fitting, but they do get a little obsessed with it. All right then, back to Jahantel to finish off this quest. Alright, Jahantel, I made it back, and I see you did as well. Good to hear. I'm glad to see you safely returned. Though I rasped my voice hoarse through the saying of it, I cannot tell you enough times how much I regret dragging you into such danger. And yet, there was more I would ask of you. If you do me the kindness of lending your ear, then pray speak now. Alright, first, let's get that Rain of Death set up. Alright, Rain of Death. Let's see. First off, we're going to remove the old blood letter from our multi-target hotbar. And we're going to make sure Rain of Death is in its place. And I'm noticing that we don't actually have Barrage on our multi-target hotbar. Let me fix that real quick. There we go. Much better. But yeah, now we can use an equivalent to Blood Letter in multi-target scenarios, which is fantastic. Oh, I pissed off another kid trap. Where are you? There you are. Okay, we're good. Alright, Jahantel, what do you have for us next? Jahantel has a request for you. You will listen to my request, though you know me for the Vainglorious Fool I am. I am humbled. The boon I ask of you is simple. I would have you sing for me. I mean, sure. A heartfelt performance, masterfully delivered, which we will never get to see. You have come far in such a short time, my young apprentice. Hearing your song this day, I am convinced that you are well on your way to surpassing me, as bard and archer both. Soon there will be naught left for me to impart to you. Satora, you have proven yourself worthy of the consecrated garments worn by the true bards of old to honor the keeper. I speak of the choral attire. The attire was interested in me when Puknopoki and I first met, deep within the Twelves Wood. The Moogle and I had traded scarce more than a handful of words when he proffered to me the attire along with the soul of the bard. At that time I knew not the true power of song, and so I declined the gifts. But Puknopoki would not be denied. For all his good humor, the Moogle can be as unmoving as a rock. The attire chooses the wearer, not the other way around, he insisted, and I found myself yielding to his will. In mastering the verses of war, I won acclaim beyond my wildest dreams upon the field of battle, and for a time I was well pleased. Alas, my lust for glory knew no bounds, the consequence of which you are already aware. It was in the wake of the massacre of Griffin Crossing. Stricken with guilt, I wanted not more than the earth to open up to swallow me whole. I had lost the will to live, but I was too craven to end it myself. And so I took to wandering aimlessly, in search of a place to die, far away from the judging eyes of men. Disillusioned with the power of song, I committed an act of folly. I scattered this choral attire across the realm. If truly the attire chooses its wearer, I challenged, then let it find its way back to me. Determined that I would not be proven wrong, I went to great pains to ensure that the attire would never again see the light of day, and the pieces now rest in places of peril. Being the proud fool that I was, it never crossed my mind that mayhap another was meant to don it. I would entrust the choral attire to you, Satora, but as you can see, you must needs brave the dangers to acclaim it. I shall mark its whereabouts on your map, but I can afford you no further aid beyond that. I am deeply sorry for that I am deeply sorry that my folly of years past has entailed this burden upon you. But all Thick works in mysterious ways. In his wisdom, it may be that he has sent this trial to test your spirit. I meant not for my sentiments to encumber you, but I am convinced that you are the one chosen by the choral attire. But pray do not take that as license for complacency. Trials wouldn't be called such if they failed to tax one's ability. Stay ever on your toes, Satora. I would have you return whole of body and bearing the 4 parts of my surrendered raiment. Heed me, O puissant Althic. Reverse these seasons turning, that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. Alright, so let's see. We've got targets at Halfstone, Earth's Gift, Ralbon's Push, and Goldleaf Dais. Well, Earth's Gift is thankfully pretty close by. It's past the tunnel to the southeast where we fought the Kalungs earlier. Speaking of, the Kalungs did clear out entry 45 on the Archer hunting log. So, let's go and dig up this gear. And let's see, Halfstone's gonna be in Western Lenosio. Ralbon's Push is North Thanolin. Goldleaf Dais, where is that? East Shroud? It is East Shroud. That's way up in the northeast corner of East Shroud. So we'll do Goldleaf Dais second, then Ralbon's Push, and then Halfstone, I think is the order we'll do this in. And there's the garments up there. Alright, let's go ahead and climb up here. And the clothes are... here we go. As soon as we deal with these dang Keds. Okay, there we go. Now they're clear, let's grab the frayed sack. And we get... ring bands! Alright, let's put that on. And on to the East Shroud. Right up here in East Shroud, we're passing through Little Solace, heading into the Sylphlands where we can find the Goldleaf Dais. And as we're heading through here, there are 3 hunting log targets we're going to be tracking down. We'll be able to clear out entries 47 and 48 and clear out part of entry 43 for our hunting log. First target's going to be at coordinates 2722 will be the first one we go after. So that's going to be just up to the northeast over here, where we're looking for old growth tree ants. And let's see, how many do we need to fight? Looks like it's going to be just 2. Fair enough, this is part of the entry 43, so there's more to this hunting log entry than just the tree ants. Alright, with those 2 down, we'll keep heading towards our destination. And our next hunting log target's going to be at coordinates 2716, so directly north of here, effectively. Alright, to keep making our way to the Goldleaf Dais, we're going to need to head this way, up to the northwest, so that we can keep heading generally north. We should very quickly be coming up on our next target. There they are, Sylphlands Condors. And we're gonna need to fight, looks like 5 of them. So we'll take care of the first one, and then I'll do the rest off screen. And this will clear our entry 47. Then we can continue on to the Goldleaf Dais. Oh, conveniently, the fate that's happening right at the same place where the condors are, it's spawning the exact enemies we need for entry 48 on our hunting log, so that's actually perfect. And for these, we need to kill 5 of them as well. And once we're done with that, once we're done with the enemies around here, I'll show you on the map where we can find them normally outside of... Oh, look at that, we already took care of them. Yeah, once I finish off these condors, I'll show you on the map where we can find milkroot saplings normally outside of this fate. Alright, took care of all the condors, so now I can show you on the map where the milkroot saplings normally are. They are normally at coordinates 2314, so that's going to be up this way. And then off to the west and right around in this area. Alright, let me mark those both off on my checklist. And that's all the East Shroud hunting logs for now, so let's continue on to the Goldleaf Dais. And finally get that next piece of gear. Alright, let's see, where can we find it? Furthest most corner. Right over there. Will the Sylph Seed side leave us alone? Maybe. Maybe. Hey, the fate ended and we got rewards for it. Nice. Yeah, you're not gonna leave us alone. Okay, let's grab that sack. That gives us the hat. Very nice. Next up, heading on to Thanalin, or towards Thanalin at least. Alright, on my way towards North Thanalin to take care of the piece of coral attire at Ralbon's Push. Decided to make a detour over towards South Thanalin first because there is a hunting log target down here. And we're in the area. So, let's see. If we head down south of Little Alamigo, let's cross the Eastern Bridge. Eastern Bridge will put us closer to our target. Alright, that'll be right over here. Roughly where we fought... Yeah, actually exactly where we fought all the kids back when we were, doing the Little Alamigo arc, trying to figure out where all the Asians were running around doing. Alright, let's cross this bridge, and our targets should be fairly close by on our left. Just get around this mountain, well, not mountain. Large pile of rocks leading up a cliff, I suppose, would be most accurate. And we have tempered gladiators to fight. I totally just wasted a barrage, didn't I? Alright, I think we need to fight 2 of these. It won't complete the hunting log entry, but it will give us progress on our entry number 45, or 46 rather. Alright, there we go. Now off to North Thanalin. Alright, to get to North Thanalin, we've been there multiple times for job quests, gathering, hunting logs, and some side quests. But since we haven't been in we have not been there in the main story, we're showing the route. From Blackbrush Station in Central Thanalin, we're just heading north, past where you learn about materia, up these stairs here, and through the mine that leads to North Thanalin. In this area, we will not only have a piece of coral attire to get, but also another hunting log entry to take care of. As we're heading up to the north, all the way up to the north. Ooh, that's quite a ways up there. We're also going to be looking for an enemy called an Ahriman, where we need to fight 5 of them for hunting log entry number 49. Alright, heading up this way. Ahriman can be found pretty easily, I want to say up this area? Yeah, this area right over here, the abandoned Amajina Mithril Mine. So, let's see. Wait, no. Not the Mithril Mine. That's a mistake. We're heading up towards Dalamud's Talons, which are directly north of that. That was close enough. That was within spitting distance. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of 5 of these Ahriman in order to finish off entry number 49. And then we'll continue up north to find that piece of coral attire. Alright, that should be all of the Ahriman. Yes, it is. So let's keep heading to the north looking for our target. Alright, we're going to pass through the Cerulean processing plant. And our target's going to be just on the other side, right next to like the primary castrum that the Garleans have in Eorzea. I'm not kidding. This This castrum up here to the northwest, even though we can't really see it through the fog, is the home base of the Garleans here in Eorzea. It sucks. They're right here. So yeah, we're gonna want to be just a little bit careful sneaking around here. Let's not piss off the... It's the third cohort that's here? Huh. I would have assumed it would have been the first. Oh well. Okay, there's the frayed sack. Oh. Jahantel, why? Okay, well thankfully we can largely climb up. There we go. Now we don't have to go right along the front door. And let's grab... What are you giving us this time? Looks like shoes. Heck yeah, shoes. And actually, I've not been taking a look at those stat improvements. Oh, less defense, but... definitely better secondary stats. That's about expected. Alright then. One more piece, and that's going to be in Lanosia. Alright, before we go and grab that last piece of gear, there are several hunt log targets we can find here in Western Lanosia. There's actually 3 different hunt targets we can track down. The first is going to take, the first 2 are going to take us out to the Isles of Umbra, where we're going to be looking for Lammergeyers, which we need to fight 2 of, and Dead Man's Moans, which we need to fight 2 of. So if we just head all the way to the south towards the ship graveyard, we should be able to find our first targets. Also, looking at my list, I did notice that I did miss 1 target over in the East Shroud. Oops. We can find backups in Mordona, which we're going to be going to for one of our hunt log entries, so it's fine. But it is unfortunate that I did forget something in East Shroud. Alright, this should finish off both of our Dead Man's Moans. So next up, we're going to continue off to the west from here. And let's see. Here we are, Lammergeyers. Need to fight 2 of them, then we can start making our way towards the destination, which has our gear, as well as the other hunt log target. Alright then, back to Aleport. Alright, back here in Aleport, let's head on towards our... I think we're going to be getting the last piece of the coral gear first. And once we have that, we can go take care of... Looks like hunting log entry number 50 is what we're going to be taking care of next in Western Lanosia. Once we're done with that, we can report back to Jahantel, finish the quest, hopefully, and then we can move on to the last few entries on our hunting log, which will primarily take us up to Kurthus and up to Mordona, which, if you have not seen Mordona yet, that's fine. We've only visited it in a few, like, optional episodes, like job quests and such. Alright, the coral attire can be found here just past the South Tide Gate to the west of Aleport, heading into Sahagin territory. Alright, let's go ahead and get those pants equipped. And with our full coral gear equipped, except for the chest piece, let's head even deeper into Sahagin territory. Okay, out of curiosity, I know there's one more tier of the Twin Adder hunting log. We need to get to the next rank of Twin Adders. Got it. Fair enough, about what I expected. Anyways, heading through this tunnel here, we're going to take the northwest path, which will lead us directly to the home base of the Serpent Reavers. And specifically, we are looking for Shellfire Reavers. Okay, let's try and focus on the ones back here where it's a little bit less dense in terms of enemies. Though it's going to be really dense here in terms of enemies no matter what. Oh gosh, there's a lot of you. Why are there so many? This is absurd. Oh no. Oh no. I may have got myself in for a little bit more than I bargained for. Unstun me, please. Okay, we got our potion in. If we can knock just a couple more of you, if we can knock one more of you down, it'll get a lot safer very quickly. Oh, this is bad. Okay, well, this is bad. And yet, we somehow survived. Okay. How many Shellfire Reavers do we need to fight? Is it just the one? Did we just need to fight the one? No, it's 5. Why does my list say 1? No! Okay, well, you've seen them. I'm gonna fight them. Wish me luck. Oh my god, that was rough. Thankfully, once the fade ended, it got a lot less dense of enemies here. Alright, back to Jahantel. Alright, Jahantel, I am back. Sorry, I went on a bit of a hunt after I went, gathering the clothes. Ah, so you have returned. Sound of body and mind, I trust? And you bear the 4 parts of the choral attire. I knew you for the true owner of these garments ere I heard your song. Since the day we met, your determination has reminded me of much that I have lost, and would have again. I have at last settled my heart on a matter that has plagued me for some decades. When my preparations are complete, you shall know of my decision. Until then, may your song lift the spirits of your allies, and your arrows seek the hearts of your foes. Alright, and that bumps us up to level 47. Nice, giving us a ton of gear upgrades. Everything except the necklace and our, well, I guess earring, and our coral gear. That bumps us up to item level 48. Very nice. Okay then, now let's go finish the hunt log starting in Kurthus. Alright, for our first target up here in Kurthus, we're going to have 3 separate targets, I want to say. But coming from the North Shroud, crossing the river to the west, we are heading over towards the Boulder Downs up here, where we will find our first target, which will be known as a Giant Reader. We're going to need to fight 2 of it before moving on towards the White Brim front. Alright, here we are, the Boulder Downs. Let's find these Giant Readers. There's just giants of all types up here, it seems. There's some up on top of this cliffside around this, what appears to be an impact crater almost. It kind of feels like one. We were here for the Dragoon level 45 quest. It really feels like an impact crater of some sorts. But there's a building down there. Was the building on top and then it fell down? What happened here, I wonder? But yeah, let's see. One more Giant Reader. Probably it's going to actually be found down below. Oh dear. What have I done? I broke my legs. I'll kill the other one off screen. Alright, we are just outside the White Brim front, where our next hunting log target is going to be Hippocervs. We need to fight 5 of them, and as we have seen them plenty of times before, all right outside the White Brim front. Shouldn't be any trouble finding all the targets we need. So I will meet you back at the White Brim front once we have finished these off, which will also clear hunting log entry 41. Alright, Hippocervs are down. Our next target is going to take us out to the northwest of the White Brim front, where we are looking for dragonflies, which I believe there should be plenty of them. Here we go. Dragonflies, we're looking to fight 5 of them to clear out entry number 42. After that, I'll show you the path to Mordona. Alright, to get to Mordona, we're going to be heading west from the Observatorium, or west from the North Shroud, across the first river, and then over here by the Boulder Downs, we're going to cross the second river heading south, and... well, hello there! I'm actually going to be fighting you down in Mordona, but sure. Don't mind if I attack a few of you early. Hello there, mud puppies. Didn't realize I would see you here. Well, yeah, mud puppies are primarily in Mordona, but I guess we can take care of 5 of them right now. It is 5 for entry 44 on our hunting log. And then I guess we'll go to Mordona after that. Alright, there's our mud puppies done, clearing out entry 44. Now from here, from this river just west of the North Shroud, we're going to head south. And the path here should lead directly to Mordona. Which, I've been saying it every time we go there, but Mordona is probably my favorite area in A Realm Reborn, and one of my overall favorite areas in just the entire game. If I were to say what my favorite area in the entire game was, I think it is the very, very, very last map up through Endwalker. The very last map you go to in Endwalker is my favorite by far. It is so pretty. The music helps too. The music makes me cry every time. Anyways, here in Mordona, we're going to be passing through the city of Revenant's Toll. I really love Revenant's Toll. And we're going to be heading out to the east to find our first targets. Oh, here to the east? Oh, I hate that every time we've come here. It's had bad weather. It's always either fog or gloom or something that prevents us from seeing just how pretty this area is. Because a lot of it requires, a lot of the prettiness of this area just comes from the vistas, the incredible, sweeping landscapes that are hard to see when it's foggy, and you can't see the majesty of the Crystal Tower stretching up into the heavens. And you can't really see the Agrias, the Garlean battleship that crashed here 15 years ago, with the corpse of Midgardstormer wrapped around it. Right in the middle of Lake Silvertear. Anyways, heading east from Revenant's Toll and then up this way, we come to the Hippogriffs, which are going to be our first target in this area. And we need to fight, I want to say, 2 of them it looks like. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. There are plenty of them around here, I say, not being able to spot any at a glance. There should be some up on top of here. Yeah, there's a bunch right over here. Well, the weather should change in about a minute and a half, so who knows, maybe we will get a good look at this area. Alright, hippogriffs are dealt with, but that still doesn't clear out entry 46 of our hunting log. Now let's head down this way, and I want to start heading back towards Revenant's Toll so we can go to the rest, but I kind of want to stay here, waiting for the weather to change. Yeah, I'll give it till the weather change, which should be at 8 AM Eorzean time, and then we'll see if we can get a good look at this area. This gorgeous area. Let's go! The weather cleared up, so now we can get a look at the place. So yeah, looking off to the southeast in the middle of Lake Silvertear, there's the Agrias, there's Midgardstormer, wrapped around it. And off to the southeast, the Crystal Tower reaching high into the heavens. And then just this entire area covered in crystal, getting denser and denser as you get closer to the tower. I love the Crystal Tower, which is probably a weird thing to hear. If from a gameplay perspective, if you're far enough in the story, you know what I mean. Crystal Tower is involved in some content that people just would love to be able to get away from. Content that appears way too often in regular roulettes. But that's fine. They're fixing it soon. Actually, by the time this comes out, they've probably already fixed it, because the fix is coming with patch 6.5, which is around the time this episode comes out. Alright, now then, back through Revenant's Toll, let's head off to the west and find our other targets. Let's see, we're looking for Morbles, of which we need to fight 2. We are looking for 5th Cohort Secutors, which we need to fight too. So we're heading into Garlean territory. And yeah, that should be it. Awesome. So heading down here past Camp Revenant's Toll. Old camp area that was abandoned after the calamity when, Dalamud happened. Yeah, this entire area is really, really close to Cartano, so it got really screwed over in the calamity when Dalamud hit and exploded. Yeah, this area is a mess. But mud puppies should be in this area, as well as lentic mud puppies. Oh god, ignoring them and heading into the tangle down here, we can find Morbles. Let's go ahead and fight 2 of them. There's 1 down. And you'll be number 2. Alright, there we go. Morbles are down. That should finally clear out entry 43. Now, for our last target for 46 is going to be... what was it? 5th cohort Secutors? Yes, 5th cohort Secutors. Which should all be gathered out here along with our other 5th cohort friends. Let's just go ahead and annihilate them all as a group. Then find 1 more Secutor to finish off our hunting log as an archer at last. Uh-oh. The Vanguard's coming in. Hello. Alright, got him. And I accidentally shot an Ekis. Oh no, that's not what I meant. Okay, well, you have fun with your poison. Now where can I find 1 more 5th cohort Secutor? There should be 1 somewhere around here. Oh, I'm just pissing everyone off, aren't I? If there's not any out here, we'll definitely be able to find more inside the base, but I'm kind of surprised that there's not 2 of them out here. Oh, and you're just giving up. Okay, fine, got it. In that case, I'm heading inside. You all have fun. I'm gonna go tear shit up. Juniper, please don't pester the Garleans. They hate us enough as is. I just want to kill my specific targets and get out of here so we don't give them an excuse to come after us. Oh, Juniper's gonna die. They are going to die. Oh dear. Well, if I can kill this Secutor fast enough, I might be able to summon them back to me. Haha! Save them! Alright. And that finishes off our hunting log for Archer at last, which should give us an achievement, Bump on a Log Archer. And with that achievement, we get, any moment now, here we are, a Master Archer's Ring, which we can equip at level 50. All right, awesome. And with that, we are done with Bard for the day. So next time on Final Fantasy XIV, I believe next up's going to be our Paladin level 45 quest. I will see everyone next time for that.